to glory. Yeah. Of the final between Accra FC and Top Arena. Who is going to score first? Who is going to take the glory? It's yet to be unfolded. From the forward, that was a beautiful skill by the number 11 of Top Arena, and that tackle reduced the yellow card against Accra FC. Set piece could be dangerous in football.
Good one there. Just to let you have a feel what's happening in the world of football there. Well, Copa Super Cup as it ended in Abuja, 8-a-side competition. Welcome you on the show, 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. We'll be starting from Nigeria, where we talk about Costa Rica 2022. We are ready to make Nigerian proud. Falconets coach Christopher Danjuma. Danjuma has been talking since they get to Costa Rica. That is where they want to play the World Cup. For under 20 women, the Falconets are there now, and they are ready to make statements, according to the coach. That's Christopher Danjuma. Well, we'll be looking at that particular story alongside Salim. Good to have you, Salim.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me.
Well, so now let's look at it, because right now our ladies are there. They are in Costa Rica for the under 20 World Cup, and they'll be playing alongside France, Korea, and also not forgetting Canada. But that our group, a lot of people are like, wow, can we qualify? But the ladies, they are capable. After all, they know what they're doing.
A group update for them. Well, in terms of women football, Nigeria, we are doing absolutely well. So I expect that we should make it out of the group.
You expect that we're going to scale through in our group?
Yes.
From the way it is?
From the way it is. We have a very talented young
players.
Very talented players, which I believe, if they are being utilized very well, definitely they will make it out of the group.
Well, according to Salim, he believes that Nigeria will actually qualify. Well, Nigeria will be starting the competition on Wednesday. Let's see what they'll be offering as their first game. We wish them all the best. Right now, they are in Costa Rica, and they were able to make that journey smoothly. Well, Team Nigeria, they are talking about the Falconets. And now, let's talk about CAF competition, CAF Interclub competition. Kwara United to play CAF Confederation. Well, for the fact that ITO Cup is still ongoing and they are yet to have the winner of that cup. Well, that's why NFL deemed it fit to put number 4 on the log. That's the team that actually came fourth on the MPFL last season, and now they've been given that particular slot, Kwara United, to play CAF Confederation, because of the fact that right now we are yet to finish the ITO, that's Federations Cup. Is the winner of the Federations Cup that actually take the second team that will play in CAF Confederation. But while we are still playing this, we have to do something big. That's why you can see it on CAF list right now. Kwara United. If you look at Nigeria, you have Rivers United, Plateau United, and you have Remo Stars and Kwara United in CAF Confederation side. That's Plateau and Rivers will be on CAF Champions League, while Remo and Kwara will be playing for CAF Confederation. Where people just have, a lot of people are saying, why Kwara? Why? But they just have to do this. But the blame is still on NFF, MPFL, LMC. Because right now, we are not supposed to be playing the Federations Cup now. That's why they cannot pick any team, because they are still going to, they are just getting to quarterfinals, and they cannot decide who wins the competition. So they have to do what? Look at the table of the MPFL and pick the number 4 position.
For me, any team representing Nigeria in the Confederations Cup is the same thing.
Are you sure?
It's the same thing. We are just going there for a mere purpose.
Seriously?
When was the last time a Nigerian team qualified to the quarterfinal of the competition? When was the last time? For me, I can remember back then, Kano Pillars, I think semi-final, is that? 2000, something like that. 2009 or 2010, I can't remember Kano Pillars. But that was the last time a Nigerian team will be able to make it to the semi-final or quarter-final of the CAF Confederations. So to me, any team should go there just to fill the numbers.
So from what you are saying now, you are saying all the 4 teams, even though if they pick Kwara being the 4th on the log, all of them, they can't go beyond the preliminary stage.
That's it. That's the normal thing.
How I wish they can prove you wrong.
We are okay. Well, the last time a Nigerian team won a CAF competition was Enyimba back in 2004. And we believe that in terms of football in Africa, we are the powerhouse. Where is the powerhouse? Why are other African countries doing very well? Egypt, you name them. But we here in Nigeria, I don't know why things are we're not getting it right in terms of our club competitions. So going out as African tournament, we don't do well. So any club you are presenting is just the same thing. It's just to fill the numbers. Kwara United, Enyimba, any club you are putting just to fill the numbers. We can't do better than what we have done before. Because, okay, if you look at it, look at the league as it ended. The best team that we so look at as one of the best teams in the league, Kano Pillars been relegated. So where are we going? Do you expect Manchester United to be relegated? That's why the worst they are having? No.
Yeah, well, okay, you mean Kano Pillars, to you, they are the best in the league?
No, they are one of the best.
Okay, good.
They are one of the best.
So for them to relegate, now that one doesn't write off Nigerian team, because you look at Rivers United, Plateau United, Remo Stars, Kwara United has actually been put there now to join them for the 4th slot. That one doesn't mean, even though all this why we didn't do well, maybe that will actually speak now that we won't do well. What if, like I said, they prove you wrong, that maybe 1 or 2 of them eventually make it to maybe quarterfinals, semi-final, or even finals of the competition?
Well, I don't want to conclude, but I can simply say it's not possible for any of them to make it to semi-final. It's not possible.
Seriously?
Rivers United, as we know, yes, they have done very well for the season. Plateau United, well, a very strong side here. But going outside in Africa, you'll be surprised. You go to Cote d'Ivoire, they will defeat them. You'll be surprised they go to Ghana, they will lose match there. So, in totality,
all in all you are saying that the Nigerian league clubs are not consistent.
They are not consistent
in winning at the CAF interclub competition.
Yes, they are not consistent, and they are not just being consistent. No, there's no proper preparations. Players are not motivated. Definitely, you don't expect somebody to give you 100% in a situation where there's no motivation for him. In most cases, when you look at the North African teams, you realize that, yes, there's a lot of motivation for them. Players are earning well, they are living large, compared to what's here in Africa, in West Africa. So I think the basic thing is the motivation. Players are not motivated. Not that we don't have the players to go out there and make it. No, but there's no proper motivation. To me, that's why the North Africans are dominating everywhere.
Okay, but from the way it is, I believe that this current crop of teams, maybe Rivers United will be motivated enough. I know you're talking about money. And from winning that competition, the governor of Rivers State promised to give them $20,000 each. Now taking them to Spain just to get them psyched up that, yes, they can do this. And now the competition, the draw will be coming up, probably that should be on Tuesday, while the draw will be coming up, and they will see who are their opponents in this competition. Who knows? Maybe this time around, Wiki might just decide to, like, okay, let me pump money here and let's see what Rivers United could be, the level at which they will be motivated to.
Well, it's a good one. And that's a sign of motivation. But a lot has to be done. A lot has to be done to improve on that aspect of motivation. Motivation is not all about money. There are some issues that you have to look into aside money also. Welfare, when we talk about welfare, in some cases, you look at some other aspect of the players.
Okay.
Maybe the pitch also is part of the wealth. It should be upgraded. That's one. Two, players' insurance. In this part of the world, you play today, tomorrow they ask you to go. Simply, we terminate your contract. That's no security. So that's why you can't give you 100%, because you may play today, tomorrow you will not be there. So I think with what Rivers State government is doing, yes, it's part of motivation actually. $20,000 is a huge money. Taking them to spend also will also give them a booster. But what preparations on ground have they prepared for them before the continental competition? Is there any set of friendlies with other continental teams, just as we see in other part of the world, another part of the continent, just like in Egypt and some other places, where clubs are being prepared 100%?
Good one there. We've been talking concerning CAF Interclub competition, where Kwara United right now has been put in there to represent Nigeria at the CAF Confederation, at least the second slot that we have for that competition. Well, we have Rivers Plateau for CAF Champions League, and now we have Remo Stars join with Kwara United, due to the fact that ITO Cup is yet to be completed. Quickly, let's look at the ITO Cup so far, even though whoever wins will not play at the CAF Confederation, because they have to be submitted before CAF will be doing the draws. The draw will be coming up this week, and now we are still in quarterfinals. Quickly, let's look at the ITO Cup result as it went down for the women. Bayelsa Queens 3. Although it was a walkover against Abia Angels, who did not show up. Nasarawa Amazon won on penalty shootout 5-4 against Confluence Queens. Delta Queens 5, and you have Atlant 4 also on penalty. Royal Queens, they were wallowed by FC Robo Queens by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goals there. Now, from the quarterfinal result, let's look at the semi-finals. We have 4 teams now that will be playing. Delta Queens versus FC Robo Queens of Lagos. You have Bayelsa Queens versus Nasarawa Amazons, who right now be facing them. Well, Bayelsa Queens are defending champion, and they'll be playing against Nasarawa Amazon. Delta Queens, FC Robo Queens. Looking at this, Bayelsa Queens defending champion. Nasarawa Amazon, we know how good they are from the northern side, north central. Now, I can say it's very balanced. You have 2 from the south, that's Delta and Bayelsa. FC Robo Queens from the west, and you have Nasarawa Amazon from north central.
Well, the Bayelsa Queen are always the best team. For me, absolutely they are the winners, because the Nasarawa Amazon, they have been doing well. Actually, they have been doing well. They have done well, but looking at
the way it is right now.
The way it is now.
But I think to some extent, I just want to stand in the middle, because Nasarawa Amazon, with their experience in this competition, they won recently. They still have that memory, that they have it in their head. So that can actually spur them into action against Bayelsa Queens. Now,
another thing also that will be a decider is the venue of the match. The venue of the match will also be a decider then. I believe the match, is it playing in Abuja here?
No.
So definitely, I don't think that's why Amazon can make it.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
We wait to see that. Well, we've been talking concerning the ITO Cup Federations Cup. Quickly, let's look at the men's category quickly as we talk about their own result as it went down. Also in the round of 16, Lobby Stars beat Akure City by a lone goal. Katsina United 5, Sunshine Stars 3, and you have Nasarawa United defeating Bende Insurance by 2-1. Wiki Tories 5-4 against El Kanemi Warriors. Niger Tornadoes 1 against Green Beret. Kano Pillars 2-0 against DMD. And Kogi United, surprisingly, they defeated Aqua United by 2-1. Transferring that to the quarterfinalists now. Quickly, let's look at the quarterfinals, where we have Niger Tornadoes will be facing Lobby Stars. Wiki Tories versus Nasarawa United, and Heartland will be facing Katsina United. Kogi United versus Kano Pillars. Big one there. Big matches.
Maybe Kano Pillars would try.
Yeah, I can see that the way you actually jump up now. You've seen Kano Pillars there. You seem like a Kano Pillar fan.
Maybe Kano Pillars would this time around. No, I belong to the Chenji Boys.
That's Katsina.
Yes.
Okay.
But maybe Kano Pillars will try to use this to reorganize themselves, because actually they are not happy with the
what's happening in the MPFL.
In the MPFL, yes. The deduction of their point, I think it affected them. It make them go to relegation. So maybe they will use this one to motivate themselves actually. So for me, I think Caterpillars should be.
Well, if Kogi United could defeat Aqua United, expect that they can put up a surprise against Kano Pillars. Aqua United versus Kogi, they won 2-1. So I wouldn't write them off against Kano Pillars.
Yes, absolutely. Kogi United, they have done really well. But one thing you need to understand is the experience. The experience there. The Kano Pillars players are more experienced than the Kogi United.
Are you saying Aqua United were not experienced against Kogi United?
Maybe there's an offset somewhere.
Football can just be so unpredictable, and then we'll be looking at the chances of all these clubs. Quarterfinals for men, and you have semi-final for women. ITO Cup yet to be decided. That's the winner. But now Kwara United have to stand in because they have to submit a list before CAF we do their draw for the competition. CAF Champions League, CAF Confederation. Kwara United will be representing us there. Well, whoever wins the ITO Cup will just get the money and go back home to rest. Well, we've been looking, at least they can use this one as a preseason for their games. Quickly, let's talk about some transfer stories right now. As we quickly talk about, well, Leicester City versus Southampton, Leicester City, Southampton, and Borussia Dortmund all on alert as Hudson Odoi wants to leave Chelsea. He wants to move away on loan. He is suspecting that it's better for him to move than to stay. So, 3 clubs, Leicester, Southampton, and Borussia Dortmund after Hudson Callum Odoi.
I think it would be good for him to have a playing time.
Okay.
That would be good for him. We know him as a talented player. When he was coming up, everybody was having that confidence. Although we know the English media do exaggerate talent.
They hype them.
But despite that, he has, to some large extent, replicated that talent in the field. So moving out of Chelsea will give him that playing time. So maybe he may represent England in some of their national teams.
But for him to not want to leave Chelsea now on loan, because it's like 2 things here. He wants to come back. If they can get him on loan, they cannot sell him. I love the fact that he's actually pushing for a loan. Just loan me out. Then you see that he's already looking at maybe he will not be peaked for the season. He won't be able to. He won't be having playing time, just like you said.
Yes, it's just the playing time, and with World Cup coming up mid-season. So I think he wants to go somewhere where maybe he may make it to the World Cup. Who knows?
So automatically he's trying to get at least his own slot at the World Cup. That's why he wants to get a playing time somewhere else.
Definitely.
Well, Callum Hudson-Odoi is a player of Chelsea, but right now he's actually asking for a move away on loan to any club. But right now, Leicester City, Southampton, and also Borussia Dortmund have all been on alert, waiting to see if they can sign the England player. Well, we wait to see what Chelsea will be doing concerning that. They may actually have a plan for him. Instead of him leaving, they may say, no, he's not going anywhere. Right now, we move away from Chelsea. Let's talk about Villarreal. Villarreal confident of taking Argentina midfielder Lo Celso from Tottenham Hotspur. Although he was with them before, and now they want to get him fully to join them.
I think Tottenham midfield, with the coming of Richarlison,
It doesn't have a space at all.
So it will be better for him going to Villarreal. Villarreal is a good club. We see what they have done last season, reaching a Champions League semi-final. So for me, going there, it will not be a bad move for him. Going to Villarreal, it's not going to be a bad move for him. Actually, whatever the case may be, Villarreal will always go there at the top in La Liga. They can't make it to the top 4, actually, not all the seasons, but they have qualified to the Champions League against. So
it's better, yeah, from your talk now, it seems you prefer him moving to the Yellow Submarine, as they call the Villarreal, because of the fact that at least he's sure that they will be among the top 4.
Yes.
Even if they cannot win.
Even if they cannot win. Tottenham have really improved. So players who are not up to that standard of Antonio Conte, you just have to go.
So Lo Celso, just within a year now, is not to the standard. What a way to go in football. We've been talking concerning some transfer stories now. As we look at another one that has to do with Wolverhampton, well, rather Bayern Munich sporting director Hasan Salihamidzic denying Man United linked to Leroy Sané. Sané has been a player of, he's played for Bayern Munich, but right now news came out that it's one that Manchester United wants to buy, but now the man is saying no, we are yet and we have not received any deal from Man United for Leroy.
I think Leroy Sané is surplus to requirement at Bayern Munich for now.
What's a player at Man City?
Definitely, but with the current squad in Bayern Munich, he will have limited playing time. Sadio Mane, Koeman, Serge Gnabry, these players will definitely take the day ahead of him.
Ahead of him?
Yes. I also read in some papers that Liverpool are also interested in Leroy Sané. He's a good player. Leroy Sané is a good player. So if Man United will have Leroy Sané, definitely is going to improve the team. Sancho, Sané, to me, fire in, fire out.
But really, what could have, because when you look at while he was in Manchester City, he was an outstanding player. Moving to Bayern now, according to what you have just mentioning all these players, that shows that really, if he's going to leave, that's if he's going to leave, because although the sporting director is denying it now that no deal from Manchester United for him, that shows that they have some belief in him.
Yes, he's a good player. Leroy Sané is a good player, a world-class footballer for that. But for him, you know, this season is 2-in-1. We have the league, the domestic league, and the World Cup. So every player wants to play well at the domestic league so that we make it to the World Cup. After 16, 17 matches, we go for World Cup. So definitely everybody wants to make it to World Cup.
Good one there. Quickly, before we go, just to let you know that Goncalo Guedes, the player of Valencia, is right now generating £27.5 million fee from Wolverhampton Wanderers. We want to sign him to join them at Wolverhampton. Well, from the way it is, they really want to get this player. They've offered £27.5 million to Valencia for Goncalo Guedes. Goncalo
Guedes, okay. He has been playing well for Valencia. To me, I don't even see the reason why they should let him go. Valencia,
the money.
Yeah, well, Valencia for now have been a selling club. That's why it's not the Valencia that we used to know when they played Champions League final during Rafa Benitez then. But if you look at them now, they are always selling their best players for money. So don't be surprised. Valencia may end up relegating just like Malaga.
Well, I wait to see that happening to Valencia, the team that play at the Mestalla Stadium there. We've been talking sport on 360 Sport, giving you those details concerning transfer, also talking about Team Nigeria, that's the Falconets over there in Costa Rica for the World Cup. Well, good one to come from you, Salim. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
I am Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.